On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Here's Wilson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Henry again on second down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. Uses the stiff arm. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now second and 6. Now it's Wilson. And the catch made by Johnson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? They'll run. It's Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Run some plays, run some clock.
On the counter, here's Jones. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some
out there, and right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Derrick Henry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
From the 36, Wilson. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
A give to Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Wilson now off the bootleg. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second down and goal. Wilson being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Henry.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Touch 50, touch 50. Mike 54. Mike 54. Go 14. Gun. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Mike 4. Time to go. Night.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A handoff to Penny. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And Davis with it left side. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
first down. Here's Burrow. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's second down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Hot.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, Gronkowski with a diving catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When you're a player of his stature,
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Burrow. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that. I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And Burrow going to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down at the 28. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They go play action with Wilson.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
Big 13. Big 13.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
From the 27, Wilson rolling to his right. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play action. Now Wilson looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Going deep here for Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
Again, it's Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.